Um, really just the standard that he created at SC and like just the tradition, like the amount of like respect that he's brought to the program and just how he goes about things and just like he just has a big part to do with USC culture and part of what it is right now. So I mean, it's just I think it's a big day for everybody, all USC fans and everything.
Yeah. Um, this is going to be what this means for somebody like you is this means that, when you're at USC, Reggie Bush will likely be there on occasion, and he'll be probably on the sidelines on occasion. So it's a whole welcoming him back, and today also OJ Mayo, who's a basketball player, is also back, reinstated. So are there some memories though that you have of watching Reggie, whether it be in college or the NFL, just kind of things that stood out to you?
I mean, sure. I feel like what stands out with everybody, like his home run ability, like he just like any moment you just know, like, well, coming to a USC game, like when Reggie Bush gets the ball, any play could be the home run hitter, and like you knew it was bound to happen. So everybody would just kind of stay on edge and just always be waiting for that big play, and like, and of course, I mean, people know about all his big performances and stuff. It's just he just brings a lot of energy and stuff to the game, and just makes it really exciting to go as a fan and watch.
Were there any moments when he was at USC on the football field, or maybe highlights? I mean, the highlights have been shown forever. Are there some? So we put out like a top 5 moments for Reggie Bush at USC. Are there some that you remember?
Ooh, I would say one against was in Notre Dame when he jumps over the defender, go like over and reaches over into the
Oh yeah,
pylon. That one's pretty tight. Because Notre Dame, I know like that was like a big game because Notre Dame, of course, with their history and their teams and stuff like that. So that's a big game.
and Reggie is kind of known as the greatest of all time, but USC has had some impressive running backs over the year. In your conversations and leading up to maybe your commitment or with Mike Jinks or Clay Helton, um, I don't know whether they could ever talk about Reggie Bush. Was he ever talked about at all during the recruiting process?
Um, really, really like I knew like what you call it what Reggie Bush done is self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure like most people who if you do almost any research, you really don't even almost have to do any because that's how big his name is with USC and stuff. So if you know anything about USC, you know Reggie Bush. So I mean, it's kind of like I said, it's self-explanatory. They really like I'm sure they figured I know that me being a running back. So it's just we talked about other things, but I knew in the back of my head what Reggie Bush has done. I mean, whether NCAA took something away from him or not, I mean, what he did is it's set in stone. So I mean, you can't really take that away.
You in a lot of ways remind me of him as far as your approach and your work ethic. Just tell us what you're doing here during the off season. I spent some time with you and Katie, and you've got some good people that you work with, and just kind of let people know what you're doing and where you've come as a running back over the last year, because what I'm watching right now is impressive.
Really, I just been like I said, I've been trying to stay in the shape. I'm staying in shape because with the virus going around and everything, people have been limited. So I just been really just trying to stay in shape. Just like lift a little bit. I mean, just really more than anything, I just want to be in I want to be in good condition. So when like we just started in Houston, we just started going back this week. We're doing 2 a days. Gonna be at the
Yeah.
school at 5:30 in the morning, and from 5:30 to 8:30, and then I got to go back in the evening every day at 6 p.m. Be there by 5:45. I mean, so I'm getting after it every day. I mean, I feel good. I mean, I'm a little sore, but I mean, we're getting after it
Right.
good. I feel
Well,
like
the beginning's always hard. Those first 2 days are just got to be brutal.
no, yeah, it's like it's the heat. The heat out here is crazy. So I mean, it's been like 93 and like the
Yeah.
lowest it's been since we've been out here was today, and it was like it's because the sun was like getting covered mostly all morning, but I mean, we the stuff that we're doing to get us prepared for the season is crazy. Like I feel like it's gonna show for me and everybody else on my team. So
Yeah. I mean, uh, and as far as it seems like things are starting to come back a little bit. USC, I think they have voluntary workouts starting next week. Is there any talk going on as far as when you might be able to get on campus at USC or get out to Los Angeles?
I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, as soon as things open back up, I plan to get out there like as soon as possible. That's one of my goals. I want to get out there, see the campus, just be around it, just get a feel for it, and just talk with the coaches and just meet other recruits and other commits as well. So I mean, that's big for me. I want to do that. I mean, and so whenever it opens up, y'all can expect me to be out there pretty much as soon as I can.
And speaking of recruiting, it's been a couple of years since USC's had. It seems like there's a lot of you guys that are sort of rallying other guys, and there's a lot of communication going on with other recruits. How involved are you with talking to guys, the other commit and other guys that maybe are going to commit?
Um, I would say I'm pretty active. I mean, what y'all see on Twitter is I feel like it's pretty good representation of what I do like behind the scenes. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm in contact with the guys. I mean, I don't blow up their phone or nothing, but it's just like
Mm-hmm.
just to let them know we're interested in that. Like USC's thinking about them, and just want them to know like it's a good place to be. I mean, and with everything going on, I feel like it's the place to be. So I mean, I feel like I've been pretty involved with it, and I'm gonna continue to be involved with it. And all the other guys, even if they don't say much on Twitter, y'all can best believe they're involved as well and play a big part into what we're doing.
Since I last saw you, Miller Moss, Lake McCree, there's and Michael Jackson, Trey, have committed. Um, how big of a deal is it to have somebody like Miller committed? You had Jake Garcia, but USC's quarterback situation is kind of tenuous with Keaton Slovis being really the main guy going forward. How big of a deal was that for you as a running back to know that USC's got Jake and Miller Moss committed?
Oh, it's good. Like knowing that you have somebody that can stand next to you, and now like you have a leader with a lot of leadership qualities. Somebody that people want to follow. Really smart, intelligent guy. I mean, so you can always be comfortable with standing next to somebody in the backfield, knowing that they got your back and you're gonna have their back no matter what happens. I mean, it's always good. Like I said, he has really good leadership qualities, and people want to follow him and stuff. So I mean, it's good for me, and it's good for the whole program in general.
Mm-hmm. Well, I won't take. I'm not going to keep you forever. Told this would be brief, but what is your schedule?
Oh
Practice?
shoot.
Are you doing week two? Because I'm coming back to Texas today.
Okay, well, this has been my schedule. So, like I said, I wake up probably about 5. I get ready. I'm head up to the school. School's about I would say about maybe 10 minutes away from me. So, I drive up to the school. Um, we get going at 6. We get going right at 6. No playing around. We stay up there to about 8:15. That's just the conditioning portion of it. Like um, we might go through, get on the Vertimax. We'll probably run the bleachers. We'll do the ropes. We'll do 150s. It's just a lot of conditioning, just getting in shape, lift, all that stuff. Get all the conditioning and the exercising out the way, and then we come back in the evening, and that's the skill portion of the day where we're running through the plays a little bit. Just going, no one-on-ones and stuff yet because UIL is not allowing us to do that yet. But
Okay.
just really just going through the basics, going through the fundamentals, and just everybody learning on executing their assignments and stuff. So that's really what we've been going over. And I mean, so um, like I said, early in the morning and then in the evening, and then start over the next day. And the
Okay.
workout's been pretty tough with the heat and stuff. So I mean, during
Well, I was going
between
to
the
ask.
times, I'm just resting.
It's in the because it's like in the mid 90s, near 100 now, right?
Yeah, it's really hot out here.
All right. Um, with the way that you guys can communicate now, whether it be texting, group chats, FaceTime, do you guys feel as a recruiting class right now? There's like I don't know whether it's 15 or 16 now. I've lost track, but do you guys feel like you kind of know each other pretty well?
I mean, yeah, I feel like we all pretty much build a pretty good relationship. Like I said, we all keep in contact, whether it's on Instagram, like Snapchat, Twitter, like just in general. We all pretty much keep in contact. We have group chats where we all text, and we text each other individually too. So I mean, I feel like we all have a pretty good relationship with each other. But like I said, once we all can get out to campus and do all the other stuff, I feel like the relationship will just really go up. I mean, because
Yep.
from here on, it can only get better. I feel like.
All right, last question. Are there any other running backs that you're talking with?
Yes, I've tried to talk to Byron Caldwell and Prophet Brown.
Okay. What do you are those guys? Do you think that their interest is strong enough to be able to where USC might get them on campus at some point?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I feel like there's actually there's probably even more running backs that I probably don't even know about at this point that would
Mhm.
consider visiting USC that are backs that we recruit pretty hard. I mean, like I said, USC would probably be a great place to visit. I mean, it's in California. A lot of people like want to go to California with it being the number one media market. So I mean, I can't see why they wouldn't be.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, I'm heading back to Dallas tonight. I'm going to try and go see Quay. I'm going to try and go see a couple other guys in Dallas and come to Houston. Are you guys on weekends too? Are you doing stuff on the weekends also?
No, actually, that's when we are free. But I'll probably be doing something.
Okay. Well, I'll hit you up. So, hey, man, thank you for for coming on and doing this. I know you got more important things to do than this, but